Okay, I'm eager to delve into this one. Kids in Utah will soon need their parents' permission to get on social media. That is after the governor signed two laws last week that are designed to protect them from addictive social media platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, you name it. So under these new laws, children and teens in Utah would lose access to social media if they don't have their parents' permission. Companies would have to verify everybody's age, and kids under 18 would be banned from using social media between the hours of 10:30 at night and 6:30 in the morning. Those laws are expected to take effect about a year from now. Critics say that these laws will violate kids' privacy, free speech rights, and effectively lock them out of the web. Utah Governor Spencer Cox joins me now. Sir, thank you for your time. I'm so excited to chat with you.
Thank you, Marky. It's great to be with you.
So, Governor, my first question, what is your goal with these new laws? What do you hope to see come of this?
Well, most importantly, our goal is to empower parents and families. And look, something happened in 2012. If you look at the data, it's really remarkable. What we have seen since 2012 are rates of depression, anxiety, and self-harm skyrocketing amongst our young people, especially young women. And this was pre-COVID. I mean, if I were to show you the graph right now, it would be stunning to you. And kids know this, schools know this, parents know this, and all of the research that is being done now is pointing at social media as the root cause of this harm that is taking place. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to end this experiment that these large tech companies have been experimenting on our kids. We're trying to make it safer for young people and trying to end these terrible abuses that have been happening. And we think we have the right mix to do that.
Yeah, I know a lot of comparison comes from social media, and as they say, comparison is the thief of joy. My husband and I were talking the other day. We missed the 80s and 90s when kids just played outside. You went home, you did your homework, you made a mud pie in the backyard, you weren't scrolling, you didn't want to have a YouTube channel. But I am curious, how do you plan to enforce these laws, particularly with age verification? I mean, any child can lie about their birthday when they're signing up for these apps. So explain that.
Sure. So basically, we put a 1 year, as you mentioned, we have 1 year to work through all of these issues, and we will be. There's a rulemaking process we will go through. We'll be working with social media companies on what this looks like and how to implement this. There's a couple of things that are important. What we don't want is we don't want Facebook to have a copy of your driver's license on file, because we know that they've been hacked before. We're looking at third-party age verification technologies that are out there right now where they wouldn't keep your data, but would verify that you're a real person, first of all, which helps us get rid of many of these bots, verify your age, and then give a green light to whatever app it is that you're trying to sign up for that allows you to do that. And again, then getting the parent verification on that piece as well. Now, look, we know we're not going to stop everyone, all children, from getting around this. That's not our intent. Our intent is to really start holding these companies accountable. Now, parents will have the ability to open up. They can open up as wide as they want. They can remove any restrictions whatsoever, or they can put valid restrictions in place that will help their kids go out and re-engage and have some of that face-to-face contact that you're talking about. But we know kids aren't getting enough sleep. That's one thing. So automatically, unless the parent changes it, it will turn off at 10:30 at night, fire back up at 6:30 in the morning, allow kids that time to sleep. It also, very importantly, I think this matters, it will prevent companies from marketing to kids or harvesting their data and removing the most addictive pieces of these apps.
And I want this to work for me. I want mine to log off at 10:30 and not come back on until 6:30. But you bring up things like data. You know, are there unintended consequences to consider here? And in your eyes, should kids have some level of privacy?
So look, kids are entitled to some level of privacy, but again, the First Amendment, as it's been interpreted over the years, has different levels depending on age. There is no other industry in the world where we allow 14-year-olds to contract with major organizations to harvest their data. That just does not happen.
Also, tech companies. I'm curious about this, too, because I was thinking when I was reading about these two new laws, tech companies are expected to sue. I know you have that on the horizon. How do you plan to fight that when that day comes?
Yeah, we are ready. Again, most of the decisions around this space were decided in the late '90s, before social media ever existed. We feel very confident in the legal nature of what we're trying to do, and I'm just going to tell you, we're going to sue social media companies. We believe that social media companies, much like opioid companies and tobacco companies before them, have known the harm that this is causing to our kids, and we're going to hold them accountable. They've hidden that information from us, and so we're going to take the offensive when it comes to holding social media companies accountable.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.